Hi, I'm Ned Fulmer. 3 years ago, I cheated on my wife with my producer. It became a massive public scandal that caused a lot of pain to a lot of people.
Speed running my intro here, but Ned Fulmer from the Try Guys made a podcast. We have reached a point where the podcasting equipment needs to be illegal. The entire point of Ned Fulmer's podcast is to interview his wife after he cheated on her. So I want to give a warning, all the clips from this video are from Moist Critical's video because I'm not going to rewatch that entire podcast because it's the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've seen some of the worst videos the internet has to offer on Twitter, and I still think that this is one of the worst things I've ever had to sit through. But without any further ado, let's begin. Please hit that subscribe button. It's totally free and it really does help out my channel. And it's one of the best ways you can support me.
I'm Ned Fulmer. 3 years ago, I cheated on my wife with my producer. It became a massive public scandal that caused a lot of pain to a lot of people. I know that I represented myself as a kind of wife guy who talked about his relationship and put that out there for public consumption. And you, as a viewer, I know that I broke your trust. One step is to publicly witness the pain of my partner, Ariel. This is a conversation with Ariel in this video.
But why? Why do you have to air out the conversation that happened behind closed doors? That's not gonna fix a lot of things because all it's gonna do is put more eyes on it because you came back. And surely enough, even the news is talking about this now because you chose to come back and put your business on the internet for no reason.
Get why people were so outraged, and I understand that that is the reason that she can't move forward with any sort of public thing without addressing this. So this is that. This is strange to think that people are watching this and listening to it rather than just being in like a therapy setting.
Oh heck yeah! It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm on the verge of like standing up and walking out of this room. Absolutely. I feel like this is a necessary thing.
Yeah, we've kind of been just keeping our lives very private for the last 3 years.
We have.
Just almost hiding from the world.
We have been hiding. We've been hiding from the world. And I'm not going to lie, it's been kind of great.
No offense, but you probably should have stayed in hiding because I don't understand why you want to come out and be public about this entire breakup now. Ned was claiming because of how public the situation was that it was hurting both of your lives, and the solution was to make it more public with a podcast. But I want to make it clear, she's not the bad guy here. Ned is. Because of course, everyone's gonna be against Ned in this type of podcast because he's the one who cheated, not her.
Myself to strangers. It's like, oh, let's exchange Instagrams. I'm like, well,
right? Here's
mine, but couple of caveats. One, I have a lot more followers than you might expect. Two, all of this is pretty outdated. And three, don't Google me.
Don't Google me.
Don't Google me.
You probably don't want to Google me.
Get to know me first. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You don't want to be just sort of seen as the sum of your mistakes for me or the sum of your past for you. We are still friends. We have children together. We go on trips together.
Right.
There's a spectrum of being together, not together.
If you haven't noticed yet, Ned believes he's the victim of his own cheating. And something that's really telling about this entire scandal is that he refers to it as a scandal, whereas she refers to it as his affair. He's only viewing the cheating from the angle of this is terrible for PR, whereas she's actually viewing the cheating as something that ruined her life.
Haven't been at all this last 3 years.
No, we haven't. People ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did? And I mean, the answer is no, absolutely not. How can you forgive somebody for lying to you, for cheating on you? No, fuck no. like, I don't even, it's, you know, sorry, I saw red for a minute. It's like, no, the answer is no.
It's hard to hear you saying like, fuck no, I don't forgive you. But of course I get it. I mean, you're still, as much progress as we've had, you're still very angry.
You know, it's really hard and really disheartening to hear that you don't forgive me after I betrayed your trust publicly online to millions of people. Ned, you and your wife are public figures. When you cheat compared to other people cheating, a million people are gonna know about it. So not only are you betraying her trust, but you're publicly airing it out to millions of people, and you clearly haven't learned that lesson because you brought her on a podcast to brag about how you cheated on her and how it made you feel. You're not really the victim.
Did it make it worse? Did it make it easier? Did it just sort of make it surreal?
There's so many different things.
What was that moment like when everything changed for you?
Awful, obviously.
I think there was a lot of sort of delusions and rationalizations that you, as the person doing that, sort of are telling yourself as to why it's not so bad, or why it's going to be okay, or why actually this talked about it in this way. And then it's like, I remember that moment, it all just kind of like fell down, where I totally could see how devastated and just completely traumatized you were. And then it was just like, oh, everything changed for me as well. I'm like, oh no, this is like, I've been hurting this person that I love.
Ned, I'm gonna level with you. After you cheated, do you think you guys got the exact same public response? Because you didn't. Women objectively have to go through a lot more shit, so I'm sure there are people actually blaming her for the cheating as well. But there is no doubt in my mind that she got a lot of sympathy, and a lot of people in this situation are gonna come out actually praising her for how she handled the situation by keeping it private. The only person who's purely negatively affected by this is you, because what you did was terrible. You became the my wife guy who cheated on his wife.
Like, oh, everything changed for me as well. I'm like, oh no, this is like, I've been hurting this person that I love this whole time.
You didn't realize until then?
Well, you know, but then there's other things you tell yourself to kind of sort of compartmentalize, or I guess.
Ned, the lesson of cheating might hurt my partner is something that people comprehend in first grade.
Interesting.
It's sort of a, you know, it's like a addictive cycle, kind of feeling really guilty and ashamed, and then telling yourself the ways in which it's, you know, kind of just lying to yourself. And then, yeah.
Of like, well, what did you do to make him look elsewhere? You know, were you not a good enough wife? Were you not, did you not make him happy enough? You know? And there's so much shame there. And I'm so tired of holding that. I'm so tired of holding. How does it make you feel to hear that?
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. It's certainly not true.
Ned, society did not put your wife in that position. You did. You cheated.
And no, it's not something that I imagined as I was doing that. I think none of it was. If you really like let it sink in just how much you're hurting your partner and how devastating it is, like, how could you do that?
I can see that she looks like she's about to snap, so I'm gonna end it here because I have nothing more to say other than don't watch this podcast. It is so painful. I hope that after this podcast, the government comes together and decides to make it illegal to own podcasting equipment without a license. But I want to hear in the comments what you think. Please don't start a podcast. But in the meantime, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as it really does help me out, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.